Hey there, folks. I'm Eric Osberg, and I'm the Rural Rebound Initiative Coordinator for Otter Tail County, Minnesota. And I'm joined now by Julie Roberts from the City of New York Mills. And there's a lot of good things happening in New York Mills, but today we wanted to talk about a great collaborative effort that you guys have embarked on, and it has to do with childcare in New York Mills. So NYM 2025 Child Care Project. Can you tell us what that's all about?
Yes, Eric. This is a project that came out of in 2018. Our city did a survey process. We got a grant from West Central Initiative and hired a consultant, and we did a big survey project of our community on what they felt our assets were, what would they like to see us work on. Lasted about a year, and one of the goals that came out of that was childcare, the need for childcare. And so I led a team, and we started digging into the whole childcare conundrum here in rural Minnesota. And we looked at a couple other models that they had tried to do in New York Mills, but we could never get them off the ground. Looked at, the high points of them, what were the hurdles, and started working with West Central Initiative. We worked with the Otter Tail County CDA, Amy Baldwin, Nick Leonard. We started having conversations, and we found a house here in town that the Otter Tail County HRA actually owned, and they had moved into a tax forfeited lot. And started working with Michael Olson over there, and decided that that would be a good spot. The previous models had been these $1 million projects, and they were just very scary for a town our size. And so this was going to be a much more palatable amount. It's, cut it down to between 250 to 300. We thought we could get this going and end up with 24 childcare spots. And so we got talking with Otter Tail County HRA. They held on to the house for a short time for us till we could get our plan in motion. And we started writing grants. And we were able to talk with some local businesses who were in need of childcare for their employees. And we came up with this plan that the solution was going to be the city was going to own the building. We were going to lease it to Mahaviatwa, who they do childcare. They are the professionals in childcare. So we got some grants. We're remodeling a house. It's a regular residential house with a main floor and basement. And Mahaviatwa will be leasing it from us, and then they will be doing 2 childcare pods in there where they will sublease the facility to 2 individual childcare providers. And with that, we're going to be able to develop 24 childcare spots here in New York Mills. Our first one moved in April. We're still working on finishing up the outside of the building with the lawn and some play areas and things. But, it was really a great team effort between Mahaviatwa, the city, the county. A shout out to those great foundations and organizations that provided some of our funding for it. Like I said, they provided 75% of it came from 4 different ones, and they would be West Central Initiative, Minnesota Deed, Otter Tail County CDA, and Otto Bremer. And the remaining portion of it is coming from smaller donations within our community and surrounding communities. So it was a try and error kind of thing a few times until we got to this point, but we really came up with a very successful model, and we're hoping that it's something that other small communities can duplicate because it is affordable. And like I said, we wouldn't have been able to do it without the collaboration between the businesses and everyone. So we're real excited about it, and it's getting off the ground, and we can check that one off for New York Mills, off our goals. So
Well,
Yeah.
that's awesome. That's awesome. Congratulations. So, if there was a small community that stumbled across this video, or somebody who lives in rural Minnesota or rural anywhere, and they have a child care conundrum, what advice would you give to somebody as they start to look at solving that situation within their own community?
I guess I would say really think through it hard on what is a size that would work well financially and with the resources you have available in your communities. Like I said, they tried a couple times with these $1 million+ projects, but they were custom built for childcare, and what if they didn't get off the ground? So that was really what halted those. So make sure you're doing something that is um, relevant for your size community. Um, and, stick with it. Find your resources, hit those grant dollars, and yeah, it can be done. And we're really hopeful that people will contact us and try and duplicate what we've done here.
So, and that's what my next question was going to be. If somebody wants to contact you, either A, to inquire about childcare, or who do they contact? If I have children and I'm looking for childcare, who should I contact in New York Mills to get my kid involved in that?
Well, you would go through these two providers that'll be in this building will be licensed providers through Ottertail County. So you could certainly look through the licensed child care listing for Ottertail County, and they are listed there. And you can certainly contact me, and I can get you in touch with these who are our local providers. We can give out their numbers, and yeah, so that's how you would get in contact with our specific facility.
Okay, and so if there's a lot of good things happening in New York Mills, right? Like you've got a good group of folks there that are doing really good things. For someone who's unfamiliar with New York Mills, could you describe what it is that makes you guys special and able to accomplish something like this? What does New York Mills have going for it, I guess?
I guess New York Mills, I think what we've got going for us is we sit right off the main Highway 10. So we're very accessible, and we have a great school district, offer really amazing programs for the size school we are. We offer the arts. We have the Regional Cultural Centers located here, and they do a lot of collaboration with the school and different organizations around town and the area. So we have that, which is a real special part of our town. We have a very active community group called the Civic and Commerce, very forward thinking, very active. For a small town, we have a calendar, pretty much things are going on every month of the year. So, like I said, we've got great people who really take ownership of our city and ownership of its growth and its future. And I think that's rare in a small town. They say small town is dying, but I do not believe that. Absolutely not. We're growing and we're attracting people to our area. And I think it's because we care about our people. We take care of our people. People just have to ask and people reach out to them. So I think we're a very unique small town.
Well, anything else that you want to add, either about the child care center or the project or New York Mills in general, or what's next on your list of things to do? Anything else that you want folks to know?
Well, once we get done with this child care project, I'm going to move over and start working with another couple members of the group from that survey from the 2025 community group. And we're going to start working on our downtown area and start having some ideas on getting some shops into a couple of the empty buildings we have there. Try and grow our business sector.
And one thing, I guess, and I wanted to make sure people knew is these resources that you were able to tap into, whether it's West Central Initiative or Otto Bremer or these grants and things like that. I know there's certain time windows for certain grants and things like that, but those resources are out there, right? They still exist. People can find those things, right?
Oh, absolutely. They are ongoing foundations and organizations where they have grant windows. They have funding that you can apply for within a certain window. If you miss that window, you just wait for the next one and try again. And, very ongoing type resources. Yep.
All right. Well, thanks for taking the time to chat with us, and thanks for showing us that collaboration works, and we can be better together, and keep up the good work.
Oh, well, thank you. Thank you.